Happy Sunday morning, card makers. This is Kathy Hansen, and today I'm going to show you how we made this cute card, summertime card for the Crazy Card Chics card kits to go for July. This is the card. On the inside, it just has a couple of watermelon slices, smaller than the ones on the front, just to carry through the theme. These are the pieces parts we used to make the card. And I will have all of these measurements. I'll tell you the measurements now, but I will also have them posted on my blog, kathyscraftroom.blogspot.com. So you'll be able to find them there. First of all, I started with a card base, 8.5 by 5.5 inches, scored at 4 1/4 inches, and this is old olive cardstock from Stampin' Up. So I'm going to just fold that in half at the score line and use my handy dandy bone folder to make that a nice crisp crease. And the first thing I'm going to do is just put this piece on the inside. I didn't put a sentiment on this because I figured it really doesn't need one. It's just a summertime card to write a note, a just because card. So this just goes on the inside. And then I used liquid glue to attach these two little slices of watermelon. Well, I got a little bit more than I needed on that one, but let's go ahead and just put that in. So that's all I have on the inside, and it leaves you plenty of room to write just a fun little note to somebody, just to let them know you're thinking about them. Okay, now this is the front. I'm folding it out this way because this wants to keep popping up. So for me, it's easier to just open it out to do my card front. And the first piece that I'm going to put on there is white cardstock, and I actually this is computer generated, the Summertime Fun Time. I did that on my computer, and I just used Word, and the font that I used is just one that comes with Word, or maybe it comes with Microsoft, but in any event, I don't have a font program or any kind of desktop publishing program, so I just used the it's the Curls, C-U-R-L-Z, MT font that comes with the program. And I don't have any magic calculation for how I did it. I just did a full sheet of those and just kind of played it by ear, and trial and error, I got it the size that I wanted. So I'm going to put that on the front of the card. And that just gets centered. This piece again is 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And then I have this fun paper that I got from my stash, and it actually, I have the name of it. It is called Delight Joy patterned paper, and it's by Dream Street Papers. And this piece is 4 inches wide by 3 3/4 inches tall. And that fits right in there between the two words. The next piece that I have is white cardstock. And what I did on this is I used an embossing folder. It's actually from Cuttlebug by Provocraft. And I had it here just a minute ago because I wanted to show you what it looks like. It's a real cute embossing folder. Again, this is something I got out of my stash. Oh, there goes my water. I can tell you what it's called. I don't know if it's still available, but it's called Friends Forever Embossing Folder by Cuttlebug. And these little, well, you can't really see them very, there we go. I have too many lights coming from too many different directions, so it's just a little bit, let me turn this one off and see, there you go. Now you can see it a little better. That's what it looks like on this piece of cardstock. And if I find it, I had it right here a minute ago, so I'm sure that it's somewhere close. If I see it before I'm finished with the video, I will show it to you. But I wouldn't count on it because I'm working in the middle of a mess here. I just put this centered on this piece of paper. I didn't pop it up because I'm going to pop up the watermelon slices, and I didn't want to have too much thickness on this card. Then I have the watermelon slices, the larger ones. These slices actually came from a paper pumpkin kit that had a much larger one, and I scanned it into my computer and I reduced the size of it to get these. So this is not an image that's available from anywhere really other than my stash. But I'm sure that you can find some great watermelon slices here and there, or if you have that particular paper pumpkin, it's called So Cool, and it was from the April 2021 paper pumpkin. So I'm just going to put this first piece directly onto the cardstock. And I'm just going to put it, that works right there for me. And then, oh look, I found the embossing folder. Isn't that just cute? That's the embossing folder that I used for that white piece of paper. For the other pumpkin watermelon slice, I wanted to pop that up just a little bit. So I put a little foam tape on the back of that and just popped that up. So there's one piece. I always like to put two pieces so that it's stable and doesn't rock back and forth. And that kind of helps when you have a couple of pieces on there. So just remove this backing, and I'm going to put that on the front right here. So we've got our watermelon. Doesn't that look yummy? Okay, then I have these two little butterflies, and these actually are retired Stampin' Up! Punches. They are called, this one is the Elegant Butterfly Punch, and this one is the Bitty Butterfly Punch, and these were actually retired back in like maybe 2015, but I still keep all my punches in my stash. And if you're a Stampin' Up! Person and you get punches, you probably keep them in your stash too because they come in handy down the line. What I'm going to do with these is just put a thin line of liquid glue down the center. They don't really need much. I like the wings to be loose on the cards because they look a little bit more like they're in flight. Same thing with this, just a tiny little few dots down the center of liquid glue, and then I put that one up here. And then to finish the card, it's always nice to have a little bit of bling. Oh, trying to get the pin back in my glue, and it's not always as easy as you would think. What I used for the center of the butterflies are Starform glitter stickers. These are really nice. This particular color, I have them in several different colors, and this particular color is transparent glitter stickers. So I used a smaller size for the smaller butterfly, and that would be this size right here, the smallest. It's not actually the smallest on the page. I've used all of the smallest ones, but I'm just going to put 3 of them right down the center of the butterfly to make it look like it has a body. that might be just glistening a little in the sun, although I don't think butterfly bodies actually have any kind of glimmer or shimmer or iridescence to them. But I'm going to put it on anyway. Then I'm going to use a slightly larger size, and I'm going to put 3 of those down the center of the larger butterfly. Oh, and the paper that I cut that out of is just a random piece of pattern paper that I found in my stash. I have no idea where it came from. It probably came out of a book, one of those books that you can get that has like 100 sheets of patterned paper in it. But it just worked for this card, so that's what I used. And that's it. That's all there is to it. This is the finished card. I hope you enjoyed this video. And again, for the information in writing, measurements and everything, materials, you can visit kathyscraftroom.blogspot.com. Thank you very much.